Hi guys. Okay, so for today we're going to be looking at the new mains bulletin. I really enjoyed this one. Usually I'm on the fence with mains bulletin. Sometimes they're overly complicated, sometimes you need specific teams, and that kind of takes out the fun. But this falls in the middle for me where you need some teams, but also you can do it with 4 stars. And you know I like it when we can do it with a 4-star. So I think the hero here is Rabies. Of course, please use this DPS as the baseline. This means if Rabies can get an SS clear, Jessica can get an amazing clear. The idea of this, the idea of how you want to kind of go about clearing this is the monster's going to give itself the monster. There's a stacking mechanic. If you use level 1 incantations, then it's more likely going to be between the lower mechanic where up to, I believe it's like 8 to 13 of points that it accumulates, it'll deal damage to you with a follow-up attack. If there's more than 13, then it'll deal damage to itself, which is really what you want to do. You want it to hit itself. So that means you need to be doing level 2, level 3 incantations. So you also need to get, don't know why I almost gave you the finger, so sorry. You also need to get negative stats or stats down onto the enemy, because that's also going to help reduce one of its like self-buffing mechanics. That's the core of this. So how does this team work essentially? You've got Yenisei there because Yenisei is an incredible sustain unit. I kind of like Yenisei for sustain more than Tooth Fairy, as controversial as that might be, but I really like how effective they are at keeping the team alive. Now, of course, we have got our boy Rabies here. I've had a request very recently to do a Rabies guide, which I'm taking a bit of a break from guides to just do more fun content like this where I can just play the game and have fun. But Rabies is here because it was asked for, and I really like Rabies. He does decent damage. He's really good. All builds, by the way, are at the end. Rabies here to do reality damage. Isolde is here. Isolde is here. That's great. Great English, Luke. To buff reality damage, which is Rabies, and also to apply her own burn and her own negative stats, so she's great in this mains bulletin. And of course now we've also got Getian here. Getian offers extra damage and extra buffing to, well, minor buffing, but just extra damage, and also some negative stats as well, because I like Getian. He's a fun character. So I'll let you watch this, and I'll be back with the next team. But yeah, 4 stars can do this, guys. You can beef up your DPS. You could use Jessica. Jessica would be a great unit in this. There's a video at the end where I was requested to use Druvis and Satsuki, which honestly was very comfortable, but also just felt not as fun as this team, surprisingly. As much as I love Druvis, I'll bring this up every time. The last thing I got from Japan. I'll bring it up every time. I'll bring it up every time. Yeah, I found this team more fun, and the next team as well will surprise you as well. So I'll let you finish watching this, and I'll be back shortly.
stars of the earth. Oh, this lens! I can hear it. The flood is coming. Remember, the direction of fate is decided. It's here. What a tragedy. Soffoca il sangue! Soffoca il sangue! Привет, Miss Verton. I'm arranging the travel notes from the last trip. Well, yes, sometimes it's
Okay, so now our next team, we have Queen Eagle as the main DPS for this. Yes, another 4-star DPS. Why? Well, Plant gets the advantage here, of course, and Eagle is amazing. She's great. She's just very squishy. So in this team as well, I've put Bacorn Bloom in because reality defense down, and also I've got Isolde because double down, do more damage, get the negative stats. It's a really nice synergy between those characters, and I don't really use Bacorn Bloom a lot on this channel. Sometimes people wonder why. I don't use her because I feel like she's the Bennett of this game. If anyone plays Genshin, she's just the Bennett. She's really good, she's really strong. Slap her into any team and she's great. So I thought, let's put her into here, and I was surprised, and should not be surprised at how much damage she does. Eagle as well has her own mechanic where she can apply negative stat to the enemy. She's great for bosses because she's also very single target focused. You know how good Eagle is. And then we've got Tooth Fairy in here because we need damage. We don't need damage from Tooth Fairy, but we do need healing, and Tooth Fairy gives oodles of healing to keep us alive. This team is, if you're like a screenshot person that wants damage per screenshot, then this team has higher single numbers because Eagle and Bacorn Bloom can nuke the enemy. But honestly, I still like the Rabies team. I like that Rabies has the mass attacks that helps to get rid of the minions, which I know they revive, but I like the satisfaction of getting rid of the minions, you know what I mean? But yeah, these two teams work really well. I hope that this is kind of an idea for you to like have a template. How many times can I do this with my hands? It's just I'm wearing one of my favorite balloon sweaters. It's very comfortable. You're not here for fashion. But dinosaurs are really, really cute. Makes me feel like a toddler. 32 years old, grow up. I hope that these give you inspiration again. This is going to be, I guess, an ongoing series with main to Bulletin. I'm not going to do it for every single... if the bosses are here and I can find an underrated team, I'll put them in. And I'll showcase them because I want you guys to realize that yes, this is not a triple S 1 million damage clear. You're never going to see this from this channel. I'm not going to post that because that's not as interesting to me. What's more interesting for me is using 4 stars or 3 stars to clear most of the content. And if you can get an S clear on this, you've got 80%, 90% of the resources from this. You don't need the extra. And there's also this whole thing that I like to call time versus worth, where the amount of time that you put in should get you something good back. Don't stress yourself. It's just a fucking game. Have fun with it. So, my clears. The builds for these characters will be also at the end, and props to Eagle, props to Rabies, honestly. And of course at the end as well, there's going to be a very rare, unedited, untrimmed down video of just my run through with Druvis and with Satsuki, and trying that team out, which was really fun, really comfortable. Just yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I've got something planned for a night, so this one snuck in and had to quickly get it out. That hit my nose, and I really got dry skin on my finger, and it cut my nose. Anyway, thanks for watching. I was gonna do this, and I'm trying to stop myself. Bye.
What a time to know. I hear something. Soffocare il sangue! Soffocare il sangue! I saw the scent of movement. Radio waves are everywhere. Ask me. We should listen to what people say. Secrets always hide in careless ways. Listen carefully. Wow. I smell the scent of movement. Stop talking. It's time for a checkup. Please open your mouth. I'm not good at dealing with visitors. It reminds me of something bad. You're here! Time to meet us. My heart is yours. Love and flesh. Nice. My hands on the glass. Hey, what is it? Best as ever. Relax, and happy with the stories. Hey, that was it. Die and thrive. My hands on the ground, and heart at the stories. Under the knee. My hands on the glass, my heart with the stones. Sitting on the ground, knowing fantasy. Blood and flesh. Light is humble. My hands on the glass. My heart with the stones. Hey, what is it? Die and thrive. Things are not living. My hands on the glass. Relax. Love and flesh.
My heart with the strings. Best design. Under the moon. Under the moon. My heart with the strings. Spinning round and round, knowing fantasy. On the drums. Life is humble. Hey, that is it. 점점점 한번만 다른 진행시랑 슬라이 No hands on the drums. Dive and fry. 점점점 한번만 다른 진행시랑 슬라이 Under the moon. No hands on the drums. Hey, that is it. Spinning round and round, knowing fantasy. Best design. Can you take this one out? Nice. Blow and flush. It's not something easier. The strings are not living. And take its moments in the dreams. Dive and fry. Under the moon. No hands on the drums. Spinning round and round, knowing fantasy. Life is humble. My heart with the strings. Best design. No hands on the drums.